are at. If you're at a faraway location, you call the corporate office. They will set up for an instructor to finish your drives. Usually kids or parents who put things off, you get forgotten about. Because in driver's education, there's 500 to 900 to 1,100 kids who are finishing every 6 weeks. I'll say it again. There are 500 to 900 to 1,100 kids and adults who are finishing driver's education every 6 weeks. Let's pretend that Brady misses 2 hours of driving and he never contacts this instructor or contacts corporate. Eventually your file will become inactive and the driving company will make you redo a week. If you wait longer, they're going to make you redo the whole class. So it's really important. Hey, E, how are you? It's really important that you things done quickly. You sign up for driving when you can. If you get sick and you miss a day in class, you call corporate, hey, I missed this day, next month, I need to be enrolled. But if your parent says, it's your responsibility, Alexander, it's your responsibility, Carl, it's your responsibility, Jacob, and you get lazy and forget, you'll never get your license. And then when you turn 18, based on our rules and our state, you're too old for driver's education. You're going to take a test at Secretary of State. It's called your TIP, your temporary instruction permit. You're going to have to drive with someone 21. And if you don't learn safe driving practices, you're going to be a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 24-year-old who kind of knows how to drive, but doesn't know how to drive. And that's really dangerous. You are in a structured driver's education class, 24 hours, 6 hours behind the wheel, 4 hours observation, a state test. And if you don't meet those requirements, I'll be seeing you next month. So next, how can I practice my parallel parking? You can't right now because you're enrolled in driver's education. Legally, I can't say, go out and practice with your mom and dad because I'm not going to be held liable if you hit the gas instead of the brake and hit a car and kill someone. You have to wait until you get your certificate. Let's pretend this gasoline receipt is your certificate. You take this piece of paper, a birth certificate, social security card, a piece of mail to the Secretary of State. You have to take a vision test. You have to be in good physical shape. If you have seizures and you're not seizure clear, you cannot be cleared to do segment 1. If your parents can't find your birth certificate, which just happened, they're going to have to go down to the birth and records headquarters and get a new official copy. Some parents lose your birth certificate because let's pretend 15 years ago, Peyton was born, Peyton F. You were born 15 or 16 years ago. Yeah, I know, it's wonderful. Your parents put that birth certificate in a shoebox in their closet. And for 15 years, they never look at it until it's time for you to take driver's ed or you have to go on a trip out of the country. Birth certificates can be lost, okay? So you need to understand there's a process and your parents have to call to make an appointment. Some of your parents will never do that, Caden. Not saying you're bad, Caden. Caden goes crazy. He's wild in school, disrespectful. Your parents are going to be like, no, Caden, you're going to sit for a year because you're disrespectful. Some of your parents are strong enough to do that. Some of your parents just don't care. So you have to practice when you're done with level 1. You practice in your neighborhood. You get 2 trash cans out. You line your car up. You reverse back. You have to know how to parallel park in our state and states across the country. If you don't parallel park, you won't get your certificate and you won't pass your road test. Next question, how can I make sure I'm not oversteering? You haven't learned yet. It's through practicing. Through these 6 hours with your certified instructor, I will save your life, partly. But if you keep speeding and stop late, you're going to rear end a car. Then you will fail. If you keep running lights, we're going to get hit and you will fail. If you forget your left and right and cut off a car and cause an accident, you will fail. So Carl, it is very serious that you learn, Brady and Jake, as much as you can and you ask as much as you can. Oversteering is a process of squeezing the wheel really hard, like all of you were doing today. The reason you go off the road is because you're so scared you're squeezing the wheel. Relax your death grip. Next, what are the common mistakes new drivers make? Speed control. You don't know the right of way. You don't know your sign. You panic in heavy driving, early morning, late afternoon rush hour situations. You don't understand yielding to a private drive. You panic at roundabout. You have information overload when your mom is talking to you or screaming at you. I don't scream at you. I use dad humor. I use sense of humor, dad jokes. Your parents don't have a brake. They don't have a second mirror. If you run a light, you're going to hit a car and kill someone. And then you are responsible for that. We passed by the youth home today. We passed by the jail today. We passed by the courthouse today because I want to remind you that this is an adult responsibility. Driving doesn't make you an adult, but you're driving a 4,000, 5,000 pound weapon that if you run a light or you make a right turn and don't look to your right, you're going to kill someone. Then we're going to stop. I'm going to take a video of you, the car, what happened, to cover myself. And then the driving school will come in. And then the police will come in. It is serious. So I need you all to take this more serious.
Miles?
Yes.
Miss Woods, can you hear me?
Miss Woods, can you pause for a second? I'm going to give you the answer. I just need you to stop and listen. I don't want you to make excuses. The session is videoed. If I have to remind you again, I'm going to put you out. Do you understand, Miss Woods? I don't want to hear anything else. If not, I'm going to put you out. He checked you. He told you we're not here to play. You keep talking or being distracting, you're going to go. The driving school will look at the video. So I'm just letting all of you know. It's really important. So you can play if you want. I don't have time to play. Okay, let's talk about this. How can I drive safer around drivers with road rage? You can't. We live in a society today where people are impatient. They're mad at their job. They're mad at their boyfriend. They're mad at their girlfriend because you got called out and you take it out on someone in your family. We live in a very high pressure society today. You can't escape this. You could be doing everything right and someone can drift in your lane and push you off the road. It happened to us today. You, as a beginning driver, will learn to keep more space, have more room, and be patient. If you don't learn this, you're gonna have a very short life and a short driving career. That's one thing I can say to all of you. We drive at 8 in the morning. People are getting to work. Marcus, they don't have time to play with you. Mariana, they don't have time to play with you. William, they do not have time to play with you. Miss Woods, they do not have time to play with you. If you're going too slow, they're going to tailgate you for a few seconds and then speed around you and cut you off. What don't you understand? How can I not be any nicer and loving and caring? People don't care. We have the student driver sign on top. I'm trying to give you God-like wisdom and you're still driving 10 under the limit. What don't you understand? It's a very aggressive world today. And when you learn to drive to school, if you're too slow getting a parking spot, you're going to get cut off by the girl who sits next to you in class. We're trying to help you be more responsible sooner. Part of it is your brain does develop till you're 24 years old. I'll say it again. Your brain does not develop until you're 24 years old. Well, what do you mean? An example, you get mad at someone and put shaving cream on their seat before they sit down, and then you take a picture and post it. That's really childish and immature. They're gonna get mad, and when they see you in the hallway, they're gonna punch you in the face. And now we have a serious fight. And then the principal's not gonna fight. I'm calling the sheriff and I'm having both of you arrested because this is assault. That's what you face today because I talked to you. There's violence in your schools. There's road rage in your school parking lot. The seniors don't care about you. The juniors don't care about you. They're trying to take care and get their credits. It's a very aggressive world, from soccer moms, truck drivers, old ladies, young ladies, people in general.